guys, welcome back to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel today. And guys, today we're going to be talking about oversized crankbaits that some of the Bassmaster Elite Series the pros have been using. In fact, Brandon Polinick won the tournament on this big oversized crankbait that I'm going to talk about today last year. So I'm going to get into it and it really explain to you guys the situation it works good in, because it really starts working good in like mid-May up until like the first part of July. So we're going to get into that in today's video. And we're going to be talking about the Megabass Big M 4.0 crankbait here. Guys, this is a huge freaking crankbait. It's probably 5 inches long. This is the one that Brandon Polinick caught a lot of his fish on at Lake Okeechobee when he won that Bassmaster Elite Series last year. And I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to fish it. And also, guys, I will link this Big M 4.0 in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video. So if you guys would like to pick one up to try it after I get done with the video, you guys can use that link and get it there. It's much appreciated if you do that. And also, guys, real quick, anybody interested in booking a private on the water one-on-one lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Intuitive Angling with Randy Blaukat, and shoot me a private message for details. So I appreciate that. Okay, guys, here it is, big oversized crankbait. This isn't the first one. Strike King came out with several big oversized crankbaits several years ago. This is the Big M 4.0. I've been using this thing now for close to 10 years. Very situational, but guys, when you get the right situation, it'll catch you a big fish. And surprisingly, as big as it is, guys, I've caught lots of like 1.5 pound and 2 pound fish on it, including spotted bass, you know, like 1.5 pound spotted bass. So it appeals to a lot of different size of fish, including big ones here. It's a really aggressive bait, guys. It's loud, it displaces a lot of water, it wobbles hard, it just pushes a lot of water. It's a big aggressive bait for big aggressive fish. So given that, a bait this big, anytime you're dealing with a big bait, they are very situational in terms that you have to have the right water conditions and weather conditions and time of year for something like this to work. And specifically, I want to talk about when you want to fish this, you know, and the type of techniques that I use with it. First of all, it's a big heavy bait, guys. It weighs almost an ounce. So I throw this thing on my flipping stick. It's got big honking hooks on it, so you're not worried about like flex of the rod. I normally use it on 17 to 20 pound test Seaguar and Vizex line. The Big M 4.0, if you put it on 15 pound test line, it'll dig down to 8 to 9 feet deep, which makes it really good for like ledge fishing in the post spawn. And guys, it'll catch you some big ones, I'm telling you, when you get in those right conditions. Okay, now what is the right condition? Let's talk about the scenario that you want to use this thing in. Oh, first of all, guys, one other thing I'll mention with the Big M 4.0 is, since this is a big honking bait like this, all the success that I've had on this thing has come on a medium fast stop and go retrieve. It's like anytime you're fishing a big bait like this, you do not want to use like a slow to medium retrieve or even a medium retrieve. You want to use a faster type of retrieve to generate that reaction strike. You don't want to give them a good chance to look at this thing. So when you're cranking that thing, you know, crank it pretty fast with the stop and go retrieve. Okay, since this is a big honking aggressive bait, the bass have got to be aggressive. So given that, here's sort of what you need condition-wise. Weather conditions, you're going to have some wind. It's like, I have not caught many on this bait, if any at all, if the wind's not blowing, you know, at least 10 miles an hour. I like a 10 to 20 mile an hour wind. I like a south wind, and it helps if you don't have to have it, but I like at least 75% overcast. I haven't done that good. This is not a tough fishing condition bait. So those bright bluebird days when the wind's not blowing, you might as well not even throw this thing. But if you get a day that's got partly cloudy to cloudy skies, even better if it's raining, 10 to 20 mile an hour south wind, it's even better if a front's on the way. That's when the conditions are conducive for this thing. It activates those bigger fish. Next with it, you have to have the right water clarity. The water clarity on this thing is very specific. The bass that I have caught on this have come in water clarities, sort of in that range of like, you know, 1.5 to 3 foot. Seems like if it's anything less than 1.5 foot, I can't catch them on it. If it's anything more than about 3 foot, I can't catch them on it. About 2 foot of visibility is perfect for it. That's the ideal situation. So therefore, you got, you know, the water clarity there. You got the conditions it's going to work in, and it's going to work better in a little bit warmer water. So I like water temperatures like between 65, maybe 65 to upper 70s in that range post spawn. This is an outstanding post-spawn lure. So therefore, like May into like the mid part of June, it's really going to work good. Okay, now this is a good bait, guys. If you fish the Tennessee River Valley lakes on the ledges and drop-offs, this is a great bait to catch them on those ledges. It gets down about the depth that they fish it, so that's one good way to catch it. But in my own experience, guys, I've had my best luck just cranking rocky banks with it. Riprap banks, chunk rock banks, bluffy type banks. Ideal situation is to have some type of a 45-degree angle type bank with those conditions that I talked about with, and just cover water with this thing with a fast stop and go retrieve. Even though it's a big bait, I've still had days where I've caught a dozen fish on it. I mean, you can catch some good ones on it, but they got to be biting and they got to be aggressive, and the average fish that you're going to catch on this thing is going to be quality bass. So anyway, it's something different they haven't seen, something you might want to try over the next month or so. But again, guys, I'll put that Tackle Warehouse link in the description to the Big M 4.0. They also have one in there called a Big M 2.0 that runs a little bit shallower if you don't want it to get quite down as deep as this one does. But this is the one I've caught most of them on, is the 4.0 here. But anyway, guys, hope it helps you catch some big ones. We'll talk later.